Hello, I am Anna Florio, and today I'm talking to you from St. George's Hospital. What am I doing in St. George's Hospital? I've had an operation almost 2 weeks ago. You can see there's the dressing, so I'm going to have my dressing changed very soon after I finish this. I would like to talk to you today about the power of forgiveness, self-forgiveness, and asking for signs and listening to the signs, regardless how much your ego is kicking off. Let me tell you this. About a month ago, if you know me, I'm a psychic, I'm a healer, I'm a coach, but I'm also part of a group of brokers. And we've been brokering all sorts of deals. Now, about a month ago, we were brokering these amazing deals. And the results of it should have really given us life-changing money. We're talking millions of dollars per broker. It wasn't one of those up in the sky deals. It was a real deal. Cut a long story short, I was part of one group. There was another group involved. Basically, it didn't work out. But I had put so much intention and hopes and whatever on it that when it collapsed, I was properly heartbroken and angry and frustrated, and universe, why did you get me into this if then I couldn't get the stuff? That was my first reaction. My second reaction was, where did I go wrong? And what I felt was that I couldn't really hold up the energies constantly. My energies were fluctuating between hope and despair, between yes we can make it, no we can't make it, and da 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 da. And obviously it would be like you're trying to boil water, you keep on turning on and off the gas, the fire under the water, it's not going to boil. And that's basically what happened. I was asking for signs to the universe. Show me what you want from me. If this is not what you want me to do, then show me what you want, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to find a normal job. I'm going to just go back into customer service. I don't want to know anything about energies, about healing, about helping people, nothing, because I am so angry. And anger and frustration came out from my body. So I used to have a little cyst here, which got really, really inflamed, and it wouldn't even give up under 2 different really strong antibiotics together. So I had to come to St. George's Hospital, and I had to be operated on, proper full anesthesia, everything, the lot. And it was excruciatingly painful. Because of course, as soon as the anesthetic wears off, then that was not pretty. And although the nurses and the staff were the most delightful ever, I was in pain. And I had really had to face my what the hell have I done to myself? Because that's wrong. Because if I'm supposed to be a healer, I'm supposed to know it all, but if then in my own life I cannot actually let it out of my body without having to go and have surgery, then I'm in trouble. And I've been going through a bit of a dark night of the soul, let's call it like that. But in the meantime, I was like, no, I know, I'm using the wrong, I got the right recipe, I'm using the wrong method. So what I did is that I went to, I had to go, because I had already booked it, and look how the universe works. I had to go to a retreat with my publisher, because I'm writing the book about how to avoid burnout. And my publisher, his name is Raymond Aron, he's an amazing guy. He wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul and all sorts of things. And he is a very spiritual person as well as an incredible businessman. And somehow I had a hint that I could find out from him my information, but I didn't know. So I went to the retreat because I thought, let's concentrate on the things that are really important to me, i.e. my book. And before I went there, I had a feeling that one of the people that was part of the other group of brokers would be there. But I said to myself, no, it cannot be there, it's got no reason to be there. And I was like, when you really feel it in your guts, it's got to be there. So I prepared myself, I brought my Bach flower remedies, my rescue remedies, so I thought if I get really upset, I can have my drops to calm my emotions. And I said, okay, if he's there, there must be a reason. If he's not, good for me, I don't have to face this. And lo and behold, he was there. And I was in turmoil. I felt I wanted to get up and go. And I said to myself, don't even think about it. Why? If I am here, there is a reason. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here to begin with. And if there's a lesson to learn, I'm not going to run away, and I'm not going to go home and be upset about it. I'm going to stay here, stand my ground, see what happens. So first, all these emotions, because as I said, it's only happened about a month ago, even less than that. All the emotions about the upset and I should be rich and famous while I'm being here and all that were coming up. And then I said to myself, that's not the best version of you. What could you do to be the best version? And I said, forgiveness. And I swear to you, thank God they were showing a video at that time, the lights were off. I was crying, I was upset, I was angry, I was hurt, and the final parts of all this upset were coming up through my tears. But I said, no, this is not the woman I want to be. Sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional. And I started to send him blessings and love and wishing him to be the happiest, richest, most beloved man on earth. Because I didn't want to bring this pain in me, but I didn't want to send this anger, frustration, whatever you want to call it, to him neither. That is not Anna at her best. So I prayed really hard, and I really wished him the most beautiful, successful, happy life ever. Whatever his dreams are, let them go there and let them happen. And then I calmed down, and the light comes back on, and at the first break he comes to me. I goes, hey, where's my hug? And of course the last remnants of my frustration came up as a hug. I want to strangle you. Why would you want to strangle me? I said, what about the deal? And you want so badly. And he goes, well, actually, we think that your group messed it up. I said, well, we think your group messed it up for us. And so we agreed to disagree. And for me, that was a lesson in itself, because he showed me he had no resentment towards me. He would have made the same money that I would. Millions, literally millions. He was serene about it. And he just went, if it didn't go through, we'll get something else. And that was it. So that was a lesson on forgiveness and also being forgiven. So that's the first part. But then I'm still searching for the universe. I need some answers here, because I don't want to stay stuck in this. And lo and behold, my beloved Raymond Aron starts doing a part of the training for us authors on spiritual laws and on energy and how it works and all that kind of things, which is totally up my street, because that's what I learn and that's what I know. So at the break I went to talk to Raymond, and I said, look, this is the situation, this is what happened. Does it mean that I could have held up energetically the whole deal? Or does it mean that unless everybody's on the same page, it cannot work? And he goes, no, you could have held it up. I said, okay, help me, because I don't want to go through this again. I want to learn how to do it properly. And he said to me, yeah, I can teach you that. Which for me was already kind of, thank you. I've been asking so much. I swear to you, I've been crying my eyes out saying, universe, show me what you want and show me how to get out of this and how to be the best version of myself, how to create this empire that I want to create, because this will be my legacy as far as I'm concerned. And so I thought, okay, I already got the solution. But universe was going to be even more generous. And I was talking to Chinmay Swami, which is an incredible young man who is an entrepreneur, a businessman. He's quite spiritual too. And I was talking to him and I explained the situation, and he said to me, "You don't love yourself. You haven't forgiven yourself." And I was like, "Oh yes, I have." "No, you haven't. You have not been showing love to yourself. And that's where you get to start. You've not been accepting what you did just as much as you would accept positive things." And I was like, I was convinced I'd done that work. No, I haven't. Because by talking about it, this kind of... So I had to do some extra work on self-loving. So let me just recap all this. Forgiveness. I forgive the guy that I thought was part of the reason why I wasn't as rich and famous as I wanted. He forgave me, or he didn't even go into needing to forgive me, basically. And that was a big lesson for me. Listening to the universe. If I had got up and left because I was upset that the person was there, I would have lost all the rest of the information that was just waiting for me to be there. So please, next time, try to be different from me, let's call it like that. Try to be less attached to the outcome. But also, if you have a chance to forgive, to be forgiven, to listen to the information that comes to you, please pay attention, because that can really turn the course of your life. From this, from St. George's, from a wonderfully healing Anna, I send you all the love and the blessing, and I hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.